everybody. Welcome to Heckscher Park, to the Chapin stage. This is Huntington Central Park, and we're always happy to come here because it's usually either a great show or a big announcement. I'm Town Supervisor Ed Smith. I'm joined with my colleagues in government, and there's one colleague in government that I'm happy to introduce, and that is our County Executive, Steve Bellone, because it is today, just for today. But today, I will say trick or treat, and hopefully it is a treat, because I think County Executive Steve Bellone has some announcements that we are waiting to hear and going to be happy to hear. But before I do, I want to recognize my colleagues in town government, and I know County Executive Bellone will introduce others, but in town government, we have Sal Ferro is here. Dave Bernardo sends his regrets. Joan Sergel sends her regrets. Gene Cook sends her regrets. Andre Sorrentino, here he is, yes, took a very brief break from paving the roads in Huntington. Is doing a great job as always. And Jillian Guthman is here as well. And as always, nobody collects your taxes better than Jillian does. We're happy that she is out there collecting. And Andrew Rea sends his regrets as well. But without any further ado, we have some exciting news, and I'm going to let County Executive Steve Bellone. I'm sorry? I'm going to turn it over to Sarah Lansdale at Economic Development. That was a quick pivot.
Thank you so much. I just want to thank some other folks who are here with us today, including Senator Matera, Assemblyman Steve Stern, Assemblyman Heath Brown, Presiding Officer Kevin McCaffrey, Minority Leader Jason Richburg, Legislator Stephanie Bontempi, Legislator Manny Esteban, and Bob Fonte, Suffolk County Alliance of Chambers, and Jonathan Keys, who is the Director of Downtown Revitalization and Transit-Oriented Development for Suffolk County. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn it over to the County Executive.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. It is great to be here in Huntington Central Park, and appreciate the welcome with the music. That was absolutely beautiful. Supervisor, thank you very much. It is wonderful to be here. I want to wish everyone, of course, a happy Halloween. And yes, we are bringing treats, not tricks today, because we are announcing multi-million-dollar investments into this great town, downtown, and others in Huntington. And so first, I just want to say a big thank you to Sarah Lansdale, the Commissioner of Economic Development and Planning. Please give her a round of applause. She does an amazing job. But very importantly, a big thank you to my colleagues in the Suffolk County Legislature. Of course, the presiding officer, Kevin McCaffrey, will be speaking in just a few moments. Cheer for him. Minority Leader Jason Richburg, both of whom served on the selection committee. And of course, my thanks to our other colleagues in the legislature here, Legislator Stephanie Bontempi, Legislator Manny Esteban, Legislator Tom Donnelly couldn't be here. He's a little bit under the weather, but we want to thank them for their support, because without the legislature voting to put these funds into the 2023 operating budget and over the last couple of years into the county's capital plan, today wouldn't be happening. So a big round of applause to our legislators for their work. Also, a special thank you to Senator Chuck Schumer, who led the effort, United States Majority Leader and the dean of our congressional delegation here in New York. He led the effort to support local communities in their economic recovery from the pandemic. And we've utilized our funding mostly to invest in critical infrastructure like sewers, but also into our downtowns and small businesses. So thank you to Senator Schumer today for making this possible as well. Let's give him a nice round of applause. And also a thank you to the members of the committee. I mentioned our presiding officer and the minority leader, but we also had the Commissioner of Planning and Development, Sarah Lansdale, and Bob Fonte, the co-chair of the Suffolk County Alliance of Chambers. Huntington to the core. He's very happy today. and we want to thank him for his work on the committee, and my representative on the committee, Chief of Staff Melanie Sinisi. So thank you very much, Melanie, and the entire team. And so today, with my legislative colleagues, I'm proud to announce funding awards from the county's JumpStart and JumpSMART programs that are investing in our small businesses and downtowns. And here in Huntington, we are announcing over $3 million today in the Huntington downtown and close to $7 million in Huntington overall. We'll be here. Is that all right?
It said 7, right?
Overall, yeah.
Lock the door.
So the JumpStart program that I just mentioned awards funding to municipalities, towns, and villages. And the JumpSMART program awards funding to not-for-profits and small businesses. But both programs are focused on investing in our critical downtowns. And there's no question that this downtown is not only one of the most important in Suffolk County, it's really one of the great downtowns anywhere in the region and state. So this is a very important place for us to be investing in. And we recognize, I think all of us here, my colleagues in the legislature, all of our partners in government here, at all levels of government. I thank our state colleagues who are here for their leadership and support of the efforts here in the downtown. We recognize that our long-term economic prosperity is dependent to a great extent on the success and vibrancy of our downtowns. These are the places that are at the heart of our communities. When we gather together to celebrate, we do so in our downtowns, in our parks in the downtowns. We do our parades and celebrations here. By investing in our downtowns, we're supporting all small businesses there. Our downtowns are the places where we have the vibrancy that is necessary to keep young people and to attract young people to our community that are critical to our economy. And they're also the places that we can create the kind of housing that we need for those young people. And by the way, not just for young people also. I just want to make that clear because I'm an older person as well. And it's not just for young people. Older people also want to be able to walk to shops and restaurants and enjoy beautiful parks in their downtowns as well. So this is for everybody. This is for our community. And this is for our economic success. The JumpSMART program also makes investments in workforce development, programs that support small businesses generally, and in projects that support regional tourism. And we have examples of all of those here in the town of Huntington. All of these investments, all of them, in JumpSMART and JumpStart, help to support small businesses throughout the county and to build a more sustainable economy over the long term for all Suffolk residents and businesses. So now, to the reason we're all here, the awards. Let's present these. I am going to announce the awards, and then when everybody completes their remarks, we will present the big checks. And do not go to the bank and try to cash them immediately. Okay?
Just sign the back.
Just a word of caution. But we're going to start with some of our JumpSMART awards. Of course, our cultural institutions in our downtowns, absolutely critical. The Heckscher Museum of Art, the incredible work that they're doing. Proud to announce with my legislative colleagues here an award of $100,000 to the Heckscher Museum of Art. We're also proud to announce a JumpSMART award to the Huntington Arts Council for $158,000. A JumpSMART award to the Huntington Cultural Affairs Institute in the amount of $170,000. We have a JumpSMART award to the Huntington Lighthouse Preservation Society, a really incredible project of $100,000. We also have a JumpSMART award that goes to the 1653 Foundation for a really, I think, great project, the Huntington Artist Alley. And so we want to thank them, and we know that's going to be a great project here in the downtown as well. Another project, Supervisor, thank you for the work you're doing here. I know working very closely with the Huntington African American Museum, that project.
Gary Lights.
And Gary Lights?
Barry.
Where? Where's Barry?
Right here.
Oh, Barry. How are you?
Director.
Yep. Barry Lights, our director. So Barry's going to be taking the big check. Again, don't cash it, Barry, right away. Yeah. We'll get you a little one. We'll get you a little one. But I know the town of Huntington's working closely with you on that project, and it's a great, great project, not only for Huntington, but for all of Suffolk County. And proud to award, with my legislative colleagues here, $500,000 to support the Huntington African American Museum project. And of course, we talked about the JumpSMART program, which is funding that goes directly to our municipalities. And the town of Huntington has been a great partner. You know, somebody I've known for a long time, has been a great, great friend on the town board, Sal Farrow. Sat down with the supervisor right when he was coming in, and he talked about the commitment to economic revitalization and investment in our downtowns, and we said that we were going to work together and partner together. The legislature, our partners, Kevin McCaffrey, Jason Richburg, 100% supportive of our colleagues. And so we're proud today to be able to award to the town of Huntington $1.925 million in funds to support downtown here, parking improvements in the Huntington downtown, the Harbor Walk project.
Thank you.
And also traffic and street calming initiatives in Green Lawn as well. So this is not only, we planned this not just because it was Halloween, of course, but also happens to be, can I say the age?
25.
He's 25. Wow. I'm very happy to say that I'm here to deliver not only these funds to all of our great cultural organizations with my colleagues and the town of Huntington, but also to say happy birthday to our good friend, Councilman Sal Farrow, who's turning 60 years old today. Well, he looks great. He looks great. You'd never know it.
The most expensive gift I ever got.
So far, yes, yes. So I think, so there are other projects that are not just focused here in the town of Huntington, which we'll be talking about, but these are the projects really focused here in this great downtown. And again, want to thank my colleagues, and now want to turn it over to my colleagues in the legislature, again, starting with Presiding Officer Kevin McCaffrey and Legislator Richburg, who were on the selection committee to make these awards happen. So thank you to them. Presiding Officer, thank you. Great job.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, County Executive. It's a pleasure to be here in Huntington, and before this, we were in Smithtown bearing gifts as well. And us people from Babylon don't usually get to the North Shore, but when the supervisor found out I was bringing money, both of them welcomed me with open arms. Yeah, the music and everything. And yeah. And, you know, I never knew I had so many friends in Huntington until they found out I was on the selection committee, and they all came out. But we're happy to do what we're doing here today. This is about downtown revitalization, bringing people back into our downtown. And this is just an investment by the county. We know that this money is seed money. This is going to be put to good use to be able to build these downtowns, these communities, make them walkable, help out all the organizations that provide so many good things to our community. And we're proud to be here to make sure that we were to deliver here for Huntington, as we have for other parts of Suffolk County. And we work very hard on this. want to thank Melanie and Jonathan and Bob, who was a member of our committee, everybody that went through all this stuff. There was just some great applications, and it was hard to narrow them down. But I have to say, Huntington made sure I knew which ones were important to them, which was all of them that they put in. But we're happy we could deliver for Huntington. Congratulations.
So, I agree, Kevin. I didn't realize how many friends I had until, especially 1.9 million. It was really easy. But I think the number one thing is that this $7 million, I know we call it, there's JumpSMART and JumpStart. And we always got confused with the names and the titles, especially sitting in those meetings. But these are community connector dollars. These are dollars that are connect communities, build communities, and invest back into our communities. So you, our constituents, can help put more money back into our downtowns. And so that's what these dollars are for. They're not for us. You know, I know Sal thinks it's for his birthday, but it's actually for you all. Because we can't have a community, we can't have a vibrant community or vibrant county unless we have vibrant downtowns and vibrant investment. And that's what these dollars are for. And I want to thank the county executive for helping direct these funds. You know, thank you to Senator Schumer for getting us the funds. But also thank you to our town supervisor and our nonprofits for all working together to come up with what projects are important for the community, because community-based projects, community-led innovation is really, really important. And I apologize, I'm not gonna be here for the photos, but I have two gentlemen who are gonna yell at me because I'm late for a parade. So I wanna thank you all for this, but I will see you all later.
All right. And this is not just about myself and Jason on the committee. We have a lot of help on the legislature, and that is my colleague in the legislature, Stephanie Bontempi and Manny Esteban, who have appropriated these funds. If they weren't in the budget, if they weren't things that they're going to vote on, remember December 7th, we have to vote on this again to appropriate these funds. So it is not quite official yet, so don't cash those checks yet. But we are going to get it done. It is their support for our downtowns that made this possible. So that I first want to bring up legislator Stephanie Bontempi to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. This is truly an absolutely wonderful day. And again, thank you, County Executive Steve Ballone, Sarah Lansdale, Commissioner of Economic Development. Where are you, Sarah? You know, and of course, my colleagues at the legislature. And then I want to extend a big thank you to all of the organizations that are recipients, because you are making our downtown such a wonderful place to live, work, and play. So thank you all.
And now I introduced Manny Esteban, legislator Manny Esteban.
Thank you. So I would like to give a special thanks to all the people who volunteer on these charities, on the boards, committees, that you share your time, treasure, and talent. It's because of you that these organizations can flourish and you keep our community together. So give yourselves a round of applause. And we look forward to seeing the families enjoy these programs and amenities that are being offered, that bring the community together, that bring all levels of health, whether it's making our economy stronger or allowing people to have a respite, a place to go and enjoy the arts. These programs bring our community together and make us stronger and celebrate our diversity and our unity as one beautiful town and county. Thank you.
Thank you, Manny. And now we want to ask our state representatives who do such a great job and are so supportive of everything that's happening here in the community, but in the downtowns in particular. And I want to bring them forward to say a few words. We will start with Senator Mario Matera, and then we'll go to the Assembly right after that. Senator.
Let's give a round of applause to our great County Executive, Steve Ballone. He's going to be leaving us soon, and I know he'll always be around. But our legislators are doing a great job for making sure that we have this JumpStart program for our organizations to get involved, to bring them to downtown government, which our Supervisor Ed Smith and all council, and happy birthday, Sal. But Ed Smith, doing an amazing job for our town supervisor, making sure he's sitting with all these organizations. And that's what good leadership is about. Good bipartisan leadership. This is a bipartisan group up here. We care about our families, and that's what's so, so important. I wish a lot happened like this up in Albany, but we're not going to get into that right now. And I got my good friend Steve saying, yeah, this is a great day. It's Sal's birthday, and this isn't a trick. This is definitely a treat, and I just want to say God bless our families. God bless everybody up here that's doing an amazing job to make sure that we have an amazing community. Thank you so much. And I'm going to introduce my colleague in the Assembly, Assemblyman Steve Stern.
We had no money.
Good afternoon. What a great day for Huntington, a great day in Huntington, and a great day to be from the great town of Huntington. And as well as my colleagues, who are also my very dear friends, know very well that this is just another great example of how we all work together at all levels of government to make it all happen for the community that we all love and call home. Thank you. It's my pleasure to introduce my colleague in the New York State Assembly, Keith Brown.
Thank you, colleagues. Thank you, everyone, for being here. If I could, I'd jump up and click my heels, but I'd probably hurt myself. But it is a happy day here in Huntington. I want to thank everyone who had participated in these grant applications, as well as the reviewing board for doing such an amazing job. Truly, these projects are transformational for not just downtown, the alleyway, but also what we plan on doing for Harbor Walk and the momentum that we have now that started with the leadership of the town board, going to them, adopting the RBA study that was done way back in 2006, and this money will be put to good use within the year so that we can get this project up and running. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Happy day.
Well, thanks again to the County of Suffolk, and thanks to County Executive Steve Bellone. That concludes all of our remarks, and I'll just finish by thanking everybody for coming out today. I think one of the big themes is that this is to jumpstart and smart start, or whatever the name is, to get it. I know you guys had confusion. I was following the bouncing ball. The check's going to clear. You know, one of the things we always look to is to get government money to start a process and see if we can't get private capital invested to follow it, where there's some big money following it. And I think a lot of these projects are going to do that. The one I can't wait to see, and you'll probably see the most progress on fastest, is the removal of the Chase Bank building that we purchased, and bring that building down and get parking for Huntington Village. So on that note, I'm going to close out once again, say happy birthday to my colleague Sal Farrow, who's very instrumental in that. And now we're going to take great pictures with big checks. Yeah. So, all right, let's do that.
Yeah. Everybody's like, we're closing it out. Where are the checks? Supervisor, thank you very much. And so we'll make our first check as a surprise. I don't know which one it's going to be. Okay.